Shalom, Israel. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakar Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. Sincerely, keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and doing what is pleasing unto the Lord, to the best of their ability. I'm gonna jump straight into the scripture. This is another series of spiritual shots, and this is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. It says, "Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby." So, you have to exercise your faith. Your faith is going to be exercised. All right. And there are different forms of your faith being exercised. All right. Through patience. Through patience, through studying, through experience. All right. Trials and tribulations, ups and downs. All right. And you compare that to carnal exercising. All right. Because exercising, it says, now no chastening. When you exercise, you chastening yourself. You are, what's the word? Salakia. You are challenging yourself physically. All right. In its truth, you are being challenged spiritually. And working out, you contracting and retracting your muscles. No matter whether you bench pressing, or you doing pull-ups, or you doing squats, or you doing sit-ups, you're contracting your muscles and you're retracting them over and over again. And every time you contract, over and over, the more you contract those muscles over and over, the more harder it gets the next time you go to attempt to contract your muscles. So you would start off on a bench press. The bar, your arms is retracted. Your arms is loose. All right. You grab the bar, no matter how much weight, and spiritually, it's the Lord that when you first come into this truth, spiritually the Lord sizes you up. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah sizes you up and determines how much weight you can handle from the get-go. All right. And that, just like a trainer, they look at you and they start you off with something light, or they might start you off with something that may seem heavy to you, but they know what you're capable of, or they believe that they know what you're capable of. The Lord knows what you're capable of. All right. So you might start off, if you're a woman, more than likely you're going to start off light. All right. And the more you contract and retract those muscles, it's going to get harder and harder for you. All right. For a man, the Lord might throw a certain amount of weight on you, knowing that you can handle it, and you keep pushing that same amount of weight. Eventually, when you keep doing that same workout with that same amount of weight, it's not going to be as challenging as it was when you first started. But every time, but every time you move up in weight, or every time you go to work out, each rep that you do is going to be harder than the last rep that you did, because your muscles are contracting to a certain point, and it ain't but so far your muscles can contract, depending on your muscle capacity. So that's the ups and downs in its truth. It's always going to be harder to go from from coming from hard times and pushing through those hard times. All right. Jumping back to this, it says, now no chastening for the present seeming to be joyous, right? Because when you're going through trials and tribulations, you might have lost a job, and you might be without a job for a certain amount of time. You're being chastised through the spirit, and it doesn't feel good. All right, you and your woman going through it. You might be on child support. All right. You might be vexed through the spirit for whatever reasons. You're being chastised, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to work out, but you have to push through if you plan on getting your weight up. If you plan on becoming healthy, becoming fit. If you plan on going from bench pressing 150 pounds to bench pressing 300 pounds. It says, but it's grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Right? By you pushing through your exercise, by you pushing through your spiritual exercise, you're reaping the benefits spiritually. All right? You become more happy, and ultimately, what's the benefits of you pushing through the trials and tribulations? Of you finishing your exercise, finishing your reps. The kingdom, which is everlasting life, everlasting peace. All right. Right, and carnally, you push through your exercise. Now you building your strength up. To where as though when you go to move up in weights, or you go to move up in reps, you go from doing 15 pull-ups to 20 pull-ups. Now you're more capable of moving up, stepping your game up. It says, wherefore lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees. And so that's squats and that's curls. Lift up the hands which hang low, right? Because when you doing curls, you hold the dumbbell down, and you gotta curl. You gotta lift your arm up to contract that bicep, that arm muscle that you targeting when you're doing right. It says in the feeble knees, when you're doing squats, you start at a standing position. You go down, and you strengthen your knees. You strengthen your thigh muscles to push that weight back up. All right, and you might be holding a barbell with weights on it, doing weight lifts. All right, doing what you call it? Dead squats. All right. Each time you go down and attempt to push that weight up off you, it becomes harder. It says, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. Right. So you wanna keep your feet strong and stable. All right. Make straight paths for your feet. So in this truth, You want to do whatever it is that you have to do to stay focused and to remain grounded, to remain 10 toes down in this truth, so that you won't be moved. All right, lest that which is lame, unless you allow your legs to get weak, your spiritual legs to get weak, be turned out of the way, and under certain pressure, your fucking legs break. All right, but let it rather be healed. Stay diligent and focused on pleasing Yahweh Shem Shah, and enduring whatever weights that he may throw on you, whatever workout he give for you to exercise your spiritual muscles, and allow so that the Lord will, because that's what your muscles do when you're working out. You're ripping the muscle, all right, and then you give it time to rest. Give your muscles that's been ripped time to heal, all right, and then you do it all over again. Rip it, allow it to heal. Rip it, allow it to heal. That's what we supposed to do in this truth, man. That's what the Lord is doing to us in this truth, man. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. It's just something, a little imagery, something to think about. All right, you got the dude standing over the dude struggling in the bench press. All right, but who's standing over us doing these spiritual bench presses, going through these trials and tribulations, these ups and downs, bench pressing these trials and tribulations up and down in our life. Yahweh Shem Shah is standing over us, but they and they help you. All right, if you got too much weight on you, first of all, the Lord ain't gonna put too much on you that you can't handle. But that doesn't mean that the Lord won't help you with a heavy load. All right, that's called a spotter. The Lord is your spotter. All right, he as long as you don't quit and you trying to push that weight up off you, the Lord will lightly take his hands and put them under the dumbbell with them heavy weights on it, and lift it up for you a little bit. All right, but he not going to just lift it up off of you. All right, you got to show some type of strength. You got to show some type of diligence. And so spiritually, you got to see the Lord looking down on you while you're doing that bench press and saying, you can do it. I know you can do it. Dig deep, get big, you know. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom, death to America.